Hello everyone, grab your gear because we're going back to basic training that is. So today we got a new patch, 14.3, covers the additional content screen which we are on right now, goes over all the skins, helmets, things like that for purchase. Um, Wish I got a British map this morning and got to play the British faction, but I heard that they changed the iron sights or revamped them for better visual sights. So that I know a lot of people are looking forward to, myself included. But another huge thing for me, and I think it's a good step in the right direction for all players, especially new players, is the field manual guide, which we've always had. It's just more eye candy now. You got the little screen and everything, but definitely a huge step in the right direction is the practice range, basic training. So we're gonna get right into it. You have all of your classes available. You can choose from officer, rifleman, assault, automatic rifle, right down the list. You could be a tanker, sniper, spotter, all that good stuff. So we're going to jump right into an officer here and just kind of show you the whole range and what you're able to do. You could put outposts down, a lot of good stuff like that. You do get hit markers and headshot dings on the shooting targets up to, I believe, is like 50 meters. On certain guns you'll hear the hit. Here is me putting down an OP. You could try every single class out. Every single class works the way it's supposed to, which is really, really cool. Definitely well needed. Since even PC's been out since 2019, right? Definitely should have been out a little while ago, but it's okay. It's finally here. It just goes to show you the great strides that the team is putting into, and work and dedication that the team is putting into Hell Let Loose. Glad to see it's still going strong, and same with the community. So here you will see just blowing stuff up using all the classes. You get to practice your grenade throws. A lot of good things. As of right now in the practice range, it's only American faction. I hope in the near future we get all factions, because I would have covered the British weapons today. But until then, I think it's definitely a good stepping stone. You have a cool building area here. You get to build garrisons, nodes. It tells you on the side, like it'll give you hints on what you're doing. Here's the obstacle course, which is actually really cool as well. You get to run through everything and get a feel for what your player does, movements, barbed wire, which I've ran into a couple of times. Very cool. It's very, very cool. A couple of things I hope they do in the near future as well is that we get to join in with friends, because I feel like something like this would be good to have a private little thing where you get to invite your friends. Maybe you get 6 into your main party screen there, and then you come in here and you could practice drills. Maybe for more of the Milsim clans, you could practice drills. Just your squad play on future clan matches. We're us in the 7th. We're in a TPL league, so could be something cool that we can work on. I'm sure other clans as well. Always trying to get better. But on the other hand, just if you want to teach somebody new on how to do set nodes like I'm doing now and explain it without being shot at like we've been in the past, it would be a very cool idea if they're able to do this, is to be able to have your friends in the same basic training lobby with you. Just something in the future, but for right now, I mean, this is perfect. You have your range, vehicles. Definitely need, if not the friends part, definitely need the factions. All the guns between American, German, British. They all have different sights. They all have different ranges, different functions. Definitely something to work on in the future. I feel like factions would be doable. But again, very cool. You get to use all the vehicles as they should. Drop supplies in a supply truck. Learn how to start it. Drive it around. My favorite is this part right here. Is the Jeep. You get to drive the Jeep without getting shot at, and you could drift it around, try to find jumps, just mess around. So it's good fun. Yeah, you have a little drift right here. A lot of cool features inside here that you get to try. I didn't try the commander role. I would think all of the commander features would be available, and you'd be able to use it in this as well. That was the only thing I did not try. But aside from that, you have your tank. You could drive them around. You can learn how each different tank does different things. Some have smoke shells, like I know the 75s. Mediums, jumbo have smoke shells. That's the difference between those tanks and the 76, which I'm currently in. 76 is just an armor killer, no doubt about it. But very cool that you get to try all these different vehicles, half tracks. Try to figure out where the weak armor is on some tanks. I tried to do a ricochet here, just to put that in the video, but you know, like I said, 76 just a tank killer. There is no ricochet, it just penetrates. Aside from that, you get to try the machine guns. I did it before with the driver, learn how to drive a machine gun is. Very, very cool to be able to do all this without getting shot at. Like I said, it was definitely well needed for consoles. It's been since 2020, and then PC even longer. But it's cool that it's finally here, and that we have our own little shooting range. I know Postscriptum has done it, so it's cool to see that Hello Loose finally has this as well. And like I said, the community is just constantly growing. The developers, like them or hate them, I mean, they're doing a lot of work, and we're getting a lot of DLC and everything for free. So you will never hear me say a bad word about the developers on this game. I take my hat off to them, and applaud all their work that they put into this game, because they do put a lot of hard work into this game. And like I said, this is a huge stepping stone for the Hello Loose and community. So a couple of tweaks, but I feel like every single time the game gets improved, and we're heading in the right direction. So come and check this out if you're new or not, and maybe we'll have a lot more sharpshooters out there. Until then, I will see you on the battlefield.